Weazel News.
Breaking seems to have been affected. They also weren't able to do any improper behavior, like list something incorrectly or fake. Do any fake auction listings on behalf of people accounts they might have penetrated. Nothing like that yet.
They weren't unable to post photos that had a reflection of the naked seller in the background or anything.
Right.
We don't. You don't want that on eBay.
No information yet that we know of.
All right, cool. Well, so when did this attack happen? Is this a recent event?
Late February, early March, and apparently it was only discovered about 2 weeks ago. So there's usually a bit of a disconnect between when something like this is discovered and when it's disclosed. And so now eBay says that it's working with law enforcement. I presume that means the FBI. So we'll see maybe more about this as it comes along, as more information. Eventually, there's usually a tick-tock in these things about who knew what when and how the attack was carried out. My guess is it was probably a spear phishing.
Can you believe that bitch telling me?
Will collapse and never rise again. Revelation 6:12 says, there was a violent earthquake, and the sun became black like coarse black cloth, and the moon turned completely red like blood. The stars fell down to the earth, like unripe figs falling from the tree when a strong wind shakes it. The sky disappeared like a scroll, being rolled up, and every mountain and island was moved from its place. The polar flip will make the stars race across the sky, and the vacuum created from the reeling of the earth will pull the atmosphere along the ground, trying to catch up, creating what is known as a roll cloud, which will pull with it the dust and ash created from the global earthquake. Psalm 97:5 says, the mountains melted like wax at the presence of the Lord. The global earthquake will be so bad that every hill and mountain will crumble. Revelation 16:20 says, and every island fled away, and the mountains were not found. Revelation 6:15 says, the kings of the earth, the princes, the commanding officers, the rich, the strong, and every slave and free person, hid themselves in the caves and in the rocks of the mountains. They told the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath has come. And who is able to stand? The global earthquake will seem unending, and no one will be able to stand on that day, as the sky vanishes under a roll cloud and the stars fall from heaven. The buildings in every city in the world will collapse into utter destruction, killing millions. Isaiah 30:25 calls it the day of the great slaughter, when the towers fall. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Revelation 16:21 says, hailstones, weighing about 100 pounds each, fell from the sky on people. After the volcanic ash and dust from the global earthquake has been kicked up into the sky, it will combine with a supercooled atmosphere from the vacuum